Hello, I'm Julie Davis at the Association of Business Schools. The short clip is about the International Deans Programme, the IDP, which we run with EFMD. The aim of the programme is for a cohort of around 20 deans to visit 3 countries, 3 modules, business schools in other parts of the world. Basically, the programme is about sharing knowledge, know-how, and very importantly, networking internationally amongst business schools.
I enrolled in the International Deans Program because I was looking for some background and experience. I'm a new dean coming into the job, trying to figure out how to be better at the job. I think meeting the other deans, so that kind of interconnectivity was terrific. It gave me a chance to talk to other people, realize I'm not the only one experiencing some of these challenges, and found that really beneficial. The networking is probably one of the most important elements that I gained from coming on this the International Deans Program. It was just terrific. After every session, I've gone back to the office and had a few ideas, things that I've talked to my staff about, and things, even if they're little things that we've implemented. Overall, it's helped me think about the job of dean and some of the roles that I might have, the new initiatives that I might want to take, and then the opportunity for future networking. But we've already set up, 3 of us are going to be in China at the same time next fall. We're going to see if we can get together, and other kinds of even social opportunities like that. So why should you go on the IDP? I think, the concern of being away from the office, actually I think that that's one of the benefits, to sort of step away from the office and think about issues and talk to other deans about issues. So you are not getting interrupted, and you're not having to deal with all sorts of other things. You can just focus on some of the issues that you have. We were given the opportunity to send in questions, queries, even help develop after the first session. We talked about what further things we would like to do, and so the team who put it together was very responsive and said, okay, we'll add this to the Module 2 and Module 3. So we knew that there would be value added in going to those modules, and they would focus on some of the issues that we had specifically asked to be addressed. So if there's something that you're having trouble dealing with, here's a chance to get some input. Yes, it's time consuming, but I think well worth the time and investment.
A heavy fixed cost for people and buildings. It's a cyclical industry, and what we wanted to do was to change the faculty compensation so that it would be significantly more variable.
The reason for deciding for the IDP program was and is that lots of different business schools participate in this program. That means I'm, as a representative of a German business school, learn a lot about different types of business schools, different behaviors, different approaches of clients, etc. That's the most important thing for me to joining the IDP program. The highlight was the flexibility of this program to focus on the different demands of the different participants. So if we decided to have it more concrete, or if we decided to discuss a special dilemma of one of these deans, the organization was all the time able to do so and to put it into the curriculum for the whole time. So this worked out really well. So we got a lot of practice-oriented advice and discussion. We do not have any time all the time. That means, that's if we are deans, if we are in a position to guide and lead a business school, that means we have to have time to educate ourselves, because at the same time the IDP program is educating us as well a little bit and giving us advice, etc. So I think time shouldn't be the problem. We have to concentrate on the most important things, and the IDP program could be could one of these things. Money, okay, maybe a point, but to be honest, compared to our MBA programs, it's not that expensive that someone should decide not to join in.
Most of the conference we go as a professor. We are mixed professor, deans, director, vice director. But when I saw that it's a dean for the business faculty, director of the business faculty, I see we can share many important experience. We are not only have to read the book with some person. The best thing is when we are in the morning, when we are in the dinner, where we are discussing about curriculum and etc. And this international dean program, I saw it very encouraging, the idea. Sometimes we live most of our life in our university, in our building, and we don't solve the work. This is a big problem, and the internet is not enough. We have to go, we have to discuss, we have to share, and this is a good benefit. If we put a little budget for the conference and for the traveling for the professor, at the same time they take some oxygen, okay? And
I originally enrolled on the programme in 2004. That's when we kind of graduated, if that's the word. But I'd been thinking about doing it for a couple of years before then, and it was my dean who encouraged me to just enrol, basically. So I was in the 2004 cohort. Events that the ABS run are always a really good contrast. Every time they package up one of the alumni events, it's always going to one institution that has that perspective, and then you go to another one that has a totally different view of the world and different students and a different market and a different kind of business ethic. So from that perspective, those events are really good because you do get the good contrasts on the visits. Also, the alumni events mix up the cohorts that have taken place or been to some of the programmes run by the ABS. So you'll have deans mixing with heads of department, mixing with finance officers, mixing with senior managers. So there's a good mix there, and again you can exchange good practice and listen to their experiences as well. You're asked to host one. You know that you're hosting an event and you're one of the institutions they're coming to visit, and you hope that they go away with a good impression of your institution. And I think the latest one we did, which was for the deans and directors, from the feedback I had, they just saw that we gave a good, honest kind of view of our markets and our business and the threats and the kind of issues that we've had to face over the last, say, 5 years.